Okay, everybody, it's me, Bonka922. This is the last anime that I will be reviewing through the entire winter. Hell's Paradise. Last season ended with them encountering those beings who, by the way, there's no elixir. Basically, they stated to them that basically they use humans to make the elixir and they drink it and all this other stuff. So that was the whole bit from what I remember. This new episode for season 2, we start off with two individuals. The two being Jika, who's part of the Yamada clan, and Shujin. Now they show up back to the mainland of Japan. They get out. They got off on the island. They were able to escape. And they inform the shogunate of what happened and blah blah blah. And then the shogunate's basically telling them, you got to go back. So they're enlisting the help of the same clan that Gabimaru was part of, and they're going to send two individuals with them to go scope the situation. Now, obviously, the whole point of this series was for them to go to the island. The criminals were going to go there. They'll get the elixir and they'll be pardoned. Didn't turn out that way. Now, besides that specific scene in this episode, and I'm probably going to give this, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 actually, because the second half of the episode really picked it up. It picked it up with fighting and battles and everything in between. Now, before we actually go to Gabimaru, we do go see Sagiri, who is with Zuriha, and she's with also that Nuru guy? And Shion. That's the guy who had that huge battle with somebody. He got hurt and everything. Those three are with Sagiri. And they're Yuzahira wants them to leave. We should be leaving. And Sagiri doesn't want to do that. She wants to stick around and wait for Gabimaru. Now, there was a scene during this exchange between her and Yuzahara. She brings up Gabimaru's wife. Now, I'm just going to put this out there. She's dead. His wife. I'm almost 100% certain of this because the way they're framing it, the way they're framing this mysterious situation with Gabimaru, his clan, and his wife, it's almost as if, because he basically, in this frame of mind, when you see him in the episode, these memories, he can't remember what happened. And it's gnawing at him, and it actually prevents him from actually going all out in his fight later on in this episode. So, my money's on that she's dead. So, in essence, even if he survives this island and he gets off there, he's returning to nothing. But that's just my 2 cents based on that conversation. After that conversation hits, we see Gabimaru with the pink-haired girl, May, who's part of the island. Another one of the Yamada clan. This is Fuchi. He's the blonde kid. And I'm gonna probably butcher this name. Gantent Susai. That's that big guy with the muscles. He's only got one arm. So they bump into the two brothers who, let's just be honest here, the blonde-headed brother is a psycho. He's a fucking psycho, okay? He's a bona fide psycho. And his other brother is too. And apparently they don't want to team up with them, and they start fighting. Now, this gets a really brutal fight, because Gabimaru gets his ass kicked. The majority of the fight, until he decides to forget about these memories, push them back of his mind, and just go in. And he does. And he flames and he hits and he really burns this guy pretty badly. But then, Gabimaru basically stating that he has nothing. He has nothing to fight for. There's nothing for him. But then the other guy has something to fight for, his brother. And that's when he kind of turns into a monster. Like those Tengen guys. Tengen. Who are on the island. Who are immortal. Because he apparently is immortal. He can recover from life-threatening injuries. And that's basically what happens. Towards the end of the episode, he transforms. And that's where the episode ends. The fight was pretty gruesome. Because you see Gabimaru just biting tendons. He's scratching his eyes out. I was like, whoa. It's a violent show. But the thing is, I'm giving it 9 out of 10 because of 2 reasons, really. 1, the fight that Gabimaru has. And 2, this interesting conversation between Yuzuraha. Yeah, Zuraha. And Sagiri. Because, from my point of view, it seems to me like something's up here. Because he can't remember he can't remember events before he went to the island. And the way Sagiri is talking to Yuzahara, it's almost as if Gabimaru's wife is dead. Like, dead. No more. But that's remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. But overall, that's basically the whole gist of this first episode. And I've probably... The name of the episode was called Dawn and Confusion. So, I don't know where they're going to go with this series, with this season. But it seems to me like the other group I mentioned, Jika, Yamada, and the other guy, they're going to get to the island. And then there's going to be more chaos ensues. They're going to fight those Tengen people again. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all transpires. Because confidentially, there is no elixir. It's a lie. So, yeah. But still, 9 out of 10 for this one. So we've got Hell's Paradise, we've got Trigun, and we got Kaizen. So those are going to be the 3 episode reviews I'm going to be doing for the winter. Now, as far as anime series reviews are concerned, not a lot. Not going to be a lot. Right now, it's only 1. Sentenced to be a Hero. Right now, it's just that one. If we go further in, I might consider one other one, but for now, that's going to be it. This is Makanai2. I'll see you guys later. Gabimaru went ballistic in this one. And I'm telling you right now, I think his wife's dead. I'll see you guys later.